think like body cams and shit. Let me get my damn kid out again. I think like the body cam shit, like the influx of like I don't say influx, but like I think the reason like body cams and shit be so fucking popular, cause we all know like YouTube runs the fucking algorithm, right? Um, I think that like body cams and shit are really popular not only because it's like live, it's like for real, like cops, like watching cops, but like even more like real, you know what I'm saying? But also like you when you watch like other people get in trouble and you watch other people deal with shit and all this type of different shit, it discourages you from doing similar shit. Meaning, what I mean. So I think that in the dystopian world we live in, I think that to keep the populace under control, the growing populace under control, I think that when you show them like this is what happens when you fuck up. This is what happens when you fuck with us. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna discourage motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? And like I ain't finna say it like they on some shit. They just want to stop crime. You know what I'm saying? No. I think it's more of a control type thing. I think it's more of a like, you know what I'm saying? This is how we gonna do y'all motherfuckers who do shit. You know what I'm saying? Not only do you get in trouble, but the whole world knows about it. You know what I'm saying? Like think about some of these body cams where niggas wilding out and it's like, you know what I'm saying? Millions of views on it. Like that person is viral. That person, like their face is known to millions of people. You know what I'm saying? There's only been like a couple people on here who like I would recognize like them out in public. And that's only because they just probably look funny or some shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's not. I ain't gonna say this is something that like affects everyone, but doesn't not affect the people. You know what I'm saying? That are in the video. And I think it's a control thing. I think it's a you fuck up, you'll be embarrassed, you'll lose your job, blah blah blah. Because I bet it's real hard to go back to being a fucking CNA when you were on the ground kicking and they had to like put the shackles on you and you spitting and all that kind of stuff. The people at your job probably gonna be like, yo, was that you? That was you. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's a control thing. I'm sitting up so y'all can see I don't have man titties. You know what I'm saying? Maybe a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so yeah, it's just I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I really think it's just one of them things. Like you just gotta like I don't know. I don't even know what I'm about to say. But I think it's a control thing, and I think that's just like a feature of our society in 2025. You know, the pendulum is swinging hard the other way. You know what I'm saying? And people who know, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? The pendulum is swinging hard the other way. You feel me? Um, you could tell like a certain group kind of ran things for a lot of years, and now another group is kind of running shit. You can see that by just kind of like what's popular, what's trending, what's out there. Like you know what I'm saying? What kind of music motherfuckers? I ain't even scared what kind of music people listen to. What kind of music is being presented to people, being like pushed to the forefront? Because a couple years ago it was something different. Now it's something different. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, pendulum swinging hard the other way, and this is because not only that, but we're becoming more of like even more of a heavily surveilled, you know, military country, state, place. You know what I'm saying? Um, like you already got cameras everywhere. Man, I didn't even know Teslas had cameras. I didn't know Teslas had like cameras like along the side of them and shit that just record shit until I seen the Fulio's killers get caught and shit. And that shit was in 4K. Them shooting a man. You know what I'm saying? And that was just from Tesla cameras, fam. Imagine the cameras you don't know about. I ain't even know about them shits. Imagine the ones you don't know about. Like I'm gonna say like getting away with murder in 2025 is probably up there on the list of hard shit to do, as well as being a successful prostitute, because that's kind of what like that was being pushed a lot. You know what I'm saying? Being like a successful scammer, successful prostitute, successful, you know what I'm saying, criminal. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like over the past years, like a couple years since, those things were kind of like pushed out because they've always been around. But I feel like anyone watching this or anyone else can agree that in the past few years, certain criminalities, certain crimes have been pushed. You know what I'm saying? Certain types of personalities, certain types of people have been pushed. You don't really hear from them like that no more. Either because they dead, jail, pregnant, married. You know what I'm saying? Just people grow up. People grow up, things happen, people mature. And what happens is the people who really pay. All right, I'm back. So yeah, like in 2025, things are just like different, bro. The pendulum's swinging hard the other way. Swinging very hard to the right, if you know what I'm saying. And you know, you know how that shit go. Uh, I just don't know what else I could say about it other than just like the pendulum swinging hard the other way, and that's a good thing and a bad thing. It's a good thing because you have it's good and it's bad because the bitches that want to be like prostitutes now they want to be shooters. The guys that want to be shooters now they're dead. They want to be alive or they're in jail and want to be free. You know what I'm saying? It's just one of them things. And like I said, the CIA is dropping 40. They dropping 40, bro. They putting up LeBron numbers, generational run type shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like like rappers from these different like giant cities, even smaller country towns. I'm sure it happens. Well, I know it happens because it's happening in my damn country hometown. Every kid that's like a kid and can get and you know every kid that's a kid. Kids used to be bad, and I'm sure all kind of bad stuff used to happen too with kids back in the days, 90s, 80s, all that shit. But these days, like okay, back in like the 90s and shit, a kid had to like go to school and learn to how to do bad shit from other bad kids, and it's the same shit now. But now you can go on the internet. You go on TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, and it's a more industrious bad kid that's teaching you how to do bad shit, or maybe there's a trend going on that's like do this shit, and you know what I'm saying? It's some bad shit. You dig? And that's just life. Like kids always gonna be dumb and shit, but there are real life adults, real life people that own companies are in charge of like producing this kind of stuff that put it out there, and it's like it's all about money and shit. But there's just no one. But yeah. So like I was saying, dude. Yeah. Fucking pendulum. My shit fucking died, and I had to like turn it back on. I kind of lost what I was saying, but anyway, anyway, um, we're a heavily surveilled nation state. Fascism is coming back. We got pendulum swinging hard the other way, and it's a good and bad thing. The things that were killing the community are still doing it, but it's just not right in front of your face anymore. It's just not. It's not. The song that was killing the community before is just kind of like not at the top of the rap caviar playlist anymore. You know. Yeah. I'll let y'all next video. Peace.